and C. Subscribe on YouTube.
Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C. We have some minis today.
A bag of mini bottles. Take you back in time. I picked up about 50 mini bottles for like $20 a few months back.
All from different eras of the world and different types and brands and all that.
Yeah, and some of them are super sketchy. And
In fact, we have a whole other bag right here of the ones that are just too sketchy.
way too sketchy. These are the ones that are like maybe, possibly.
What do we got here? We got a Canadian Club that looks pretty real.
This one looks legit as hell, actually. Look at this one. That's sealed for sure.
That's a Bell's. That might be our best one.
That might be our best one. We've got this Canadian Club looks super sketch. It's got the top cracked on it.
have a Bell's around here somewhere.
We have yeah. This Valentine's doesn't look too bad either. Look at that.
Not bad.
Another book. These books are real sketchy.
Yeah.
The old
I mean,
book
the thing
club.
is, they all have this weird kind of like waxy film on it.
This actually looks
scares
kind
me a
of
little
legit
bit.
too. This looks kind of legit, but I don't know if I trust anything that's been in a porcelain decanter. Like, apparently some of those porcelain ones can have like porcelain poisoning or something.
Right. Yeah. Let's maybe stay
Or
away
like
from that
iron or
tonight.
something weird like that.
Yeah.
This doesn't look too bad. This Chivas, look at this. Chivas 12. Check the lid on that. What do you think of that? This one looks not bad.
Looks pretty real.
Oh, here's this one.
It's got a little bit of waxiness
We
to
drank
it.
one of these when the video didn't. Oh, but look at it's really smoky in there. Look here. There's like a swirl of spooge.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's stooge or if it's just like Scotch mist or what it is.
I wouldn't call that Scotch mist.
Scotch piss. This looks pretty sketchy. There's a little crack in the seal.
Yeah,
there.
I don't like that. I'm putting the top three up front to me.
Here's the Shenley, but it looks like the label is torn.
A little worried about that one. It looks pretty.
1961. That's kind of cool though.
It is very cool.
That's pretty old. That's 50 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
No, 61. That's 60 years old.
Wow.
It's 2021.
89.
That's 60 years old.
Wow.
That's fucking old.
And it's Canadian.
Yeah. Here's another one from 61. This one's even worse off though. Sketchy. So sketchy. Another book.
I mean, the books are cool, but I don't know if I ever
I don't really
wanna
have
drink
any
them.
interest in drinking those.
Yeah, because a lot of these have been
this thing.
sealed by wax.
This one doesn't look too bad either.
Oh, an old par, but the only thing that does look bad is the fill level. Oh, it's not
That's
too
not
bad.
too bad. That could be the winner.
And what year is this? Doesn't really say. It is a 12-year-old whiskey, old par.
That could be something. Because the seals all look intact.
Mm-hmm.
You see
Okay.
that? Here. Let's take it up to the front.
Yeah, show the people.
Alright, this is what we're going to do tonight. Grand Old Par, the very rare deluxe blended Scotch whiskey. As you can see, the seals up here all appear to be intact. There's no tearing of the tax stamp, and there's no issues with the perforated edge here, which sometimes we see splits in that, and then it's like, anyway, the bottle's kind of cool texture wise too. Look at that. It's like a turtle shell or something.
It's like a golf ball. Well, I guess golf balls are opposite.
Anyway. Okay.
Cool.
I don't know what the hell this stuff is or when it's from.
Well, I know
or...
old par is like it's way more popular in Scotland than it is here. We never see it here.
Well, this tax stamp says, if anybody knows the history of these tax stamps, this one says NY1415. So NY, is that New York? Did this thing come in through New York
From
or something?
1915?
Yeah. Looks old as hell though.
Yeah. Well, let's do it. Let's try it. Let's crack it.
Let's get these things out of the way here. Let me chuck these back in that bag of doom. like the further we get into this bag, the more riskier it is, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like there's
Well, I know the 3 that I would choose.
these
They're up
Shenleys are
front.
sketch, but I kind of want to try one. These 3 are not bad, yeah.
I think those might be our
And
our
actually,
next
that's
ones. Maybe the Canadian clubs also.
but this one's not bad except for it has that misty sediment.
And we
It's
had
like
tried another one of those, and it was pretty good, wasn't it? As far as I remember.
It was functional.
Well, we didn't.
We didn't
We
die.
didn't die. We lived.
Yeah,
And I
this
don't
is
recall
always,
the Hangover being terrible.
This is always a game of will we die?
Yes. Scottish Roulette.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's our bag of tricks. We'll dig into that another day. Do you want to open that
old
up
par.
on camera?
Sure.
It's gonna be. Those are always slippery because they've got the wax on them. So
Yeah,
sometimes needs multiple takes. And the question always is it a skunk bottle? Right? Like, you never know.
Yeah, they're hard. They're hard to get into. You might have to come back over here and try it. They just, fingers just slip. Yeah, it's the wax. Good effort, good effort. We'll get into it. Oh. Nothing. My fingers just like sweating. I have to give you a shirt, yeah. Shirt and twist. Holy Christ. Well, the seal's there. You know that much.
Oh, I got it. Okay, here we go.
Go up to the camera.
We got her going now. Ish. Oh yeah. After however many years, and it's definitely has never been opened before. Okay, there it is. It's open.
Wow.
But it's got
What's that little thing on the
a little
top
bit
there?
of the wax.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta make sure it doesn't fall in.
Okay. Well, we did do one of these videos where the second it was in our mouths, we spat it out because it was disgusting. But, I mean, that was a pretty proper seal. Is that skunky?
It smells like it kind of smells like body odor,
Yes, it definitely does.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like BO, like
That
liquid
might ruin
BO.
our glasses,
Okay,
but
let's
let's
do
try
it.
it.
Let's
Oh,
pour it
man.
here and see what color it comes out. It smells like liquid BO. It looks fucking pretty good though. That looks good. Maybe it's just the. It smelled like liquid BO. Let's give it a shot in the glass here.
That doesn't smell too bad. I'm gonna let it sit
Maybe
there.
it was just the bottle.
Yeah, it could be just the where it was stored and that wax style and all that. Kind of smells like those typical. What did we have recently? The Doers from like the late '60s. Like it has that kind of.
Oh, it's weird. Like it actually has a sweet.
It's kind of like I find it's this.
It's sweet floral or something.
But it's like a lot of these old ones where it's like over fermented or something. Like
Yeah.
it's like
they used some kind of either odd grains or yeast
it
or
doesn't
something.
smell too bad. It's just like this weird style.
It's actually opening up a bit now.
Yeah, like I figured.
Keeping in mind, this was a 12-year-old blended Scotch
probably
at.
in the 60s or somewhere in there.
Does it say 40%? I mean, I'm gonna guess it's 40%, but 86.8 proof. So it's 43.4%. It has a it's like a caramel and like bouquet of flower arrangement, like.
Yeah, like
But it
I
has
said this last time. It's like kind of like those old malt cask kind of vibes to it. It's not necessarily as good, but it's like
It's weirdly putting me off, but it's not like it doesn't smell off. It smells
No.
so weird.
it's just like this over fermented kind of like almost like white vermouthy,
Yeah.
winey kind of.
So
But
it's
the-
a
actually,
little.
but you
I'm
know
a
what,
little.
as
I'm a little sketched out. I'm
Honestly,
not gonna lie.
as it's
I'm a little sketched out.
sitting there, I'm starting to get like little wisps of smoke and stuff from it though.
Old par, more like a bogey. Sorry, I was trying to think of some kind of
I said like a
golf.
golf. I guess old par. Yeah.
Because you're on par is like pretty good. Bogey's not good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right. Yeah.
Okay, there is a weird. I shouldn't say weird. It's a
Weird.
familiar. There's a familiar, effervescent, like lively citrus like tingle that exists in some of the modern day scotches that reminds me of. It always reminds me of that smell of.
Rough it up a bit here.
What's the Campbelltown one?
Oh, Springbank?
Springbank.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is anything like Springbank. I'm saying there's this one aspect that is like slightly
Like, rough it up a little bit. It seemed to, get those, what's left of the alcohol in there.
juices
To
flowing.
Yeah.
The fill line wasn't too bad, honestly.
No. And the quality of the, color and all that is, it's
I
normal.
think we gotta drink it.
Okay.
I got a spit cup here. Do you have a spit cup in case you need it?
No.
We can spit into this cup if we need it.
Okay.
Okay, so roll it around in your mouth a little bit before you swallow it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I'm sketched out.
Tastes very scotchy. Like a
Yeah,
lot
actually-
scotchier than it smells.
It's quite lively.
Yeah, it's like kind of tastes like a little bit more peat on the flavor than there was on the nose. Like the
Yeah,
smoke and
there's a
stuff
hint
like that.
of a hint of smoke in there.
Yep.
Um,
It's a taste like it's a little bit more potent. Well, I guess it is 43 or whatever.
I
but
wouldn't say that there's anything wrong with that at all.
No, that's like
Why did it smell so much like BO when we opened it?
I think it's the bottle. Like I bet if we smelled the bottle. Oh yeah, it's just the lid area. Like it smells. It's like when you have like a museum kind of thing. Like a museum,
It smells like body odor, like when somebody has like really stinky pits
Yeah, maybe it was kept in some guy's like cupboard of old shirts
in his
or whatever.
armpit.
Yeah.
He slept with it under his armpit.
Just right there.
Yeah, it kept it safe. Okay, there's nothing skunky about this at all.
And actually, going back to the nose, like it's pretty good. I'd say it's
Yeah.
actually good.
It's a pretty decent sweetness, maltiness. It's got some effervescent tingle to it.
A little
like-
bit of smoke, a little bit of like kind of honeys and
yeah,
weirdly,
citrusy.
yeah. Like I don't know. It's a tough one to dissect too much right now. You have to almost like really let it sit and open up because there is a little bit of a like metallic zing at the end too.
It drinks
But-
bigger than most of today's like basic blends.
Yeah,
I mean this
for
is a 12-year-old,
Yeah.
so it's maybe better. It's more than your basic blend, I suppose, but quite robust. There's a lot happening there.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I mean,
I'm
I'm
impressed too. This is. Like, I guess we got a little bit left in there. We could keep it.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too. Like I'm always sketched out with these, and I'd say
This
like
is always sketchy.
I'd say like out of the I don't know how many we've done, but 75% of them are pretty good.
And we
Yeah.
haven't filmed them all either because like we've either like ran out of storage space or like so there's always something seems to happen when we're filming these.
Honestly, as like the kind of it sits there, it's starting to like develop in the glass a little bit more.
It really well. I mean, it's probably been trapped in there for like 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what year this thing's even from? I'll have to do some research and maybe I'll put it on the.
We should have done the research first.
Well, we didn't even know what we were gonna pick out of this bag
true,
of
true.
mystery.
And this is like the first time either of us have tried an old par. Maybe this is a characteristic.
Might be the
It has
first
that
time
yeasty-
anybody's tried Old Par in a long time. All right, well, this is fun.
Cool.
Click like, subscribe, leave a comment if you know or have had Old Par 12.
Especially something as old as
Yeah.
old par.
Super Old Par.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like subpar.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway. Cheers, everybody.
It's better than my bogey comment.
Trenny and C.